Yes, that's a very good question. And there are alternative sentencing options in most counties in the San Francisco Bay Area. When we talk about alternative sentencing, there's a couple of different things to talk about. One is alternatives to jail, because a second offense has a 10-day minimum jail sentence, and you're looking at a 120-day minimum on a third offense within 10 years of prior DUI arrest. So there are, in almost every county, alternatives to jail. We've got sheriff's work programs in some counties. We've got home detention or electronic monitoring in other counties. Sometimes that's mixed in with an alcohol detection device, something called a ScramX, or there are different companies that have different devices for that. Every county has something that they have contracted for doing alternative sentencing. Also, in some counties, or most counties, you can do residential treatment. This is something that you need a very good DUI lawyer who's experienced with these cases to work with you on, to work out a plan, to negotiate something that is going to be acceptable by the DA's office and the court. It's a very good idea in these cases from the beginning that you start doing self-help, whether it's getting into residential or outpatient, doing AA meetings, doing different things, enrolling in a DUI school on a multiple offense early on is something to show the court and the DA that you're willing to take responsibility and take actions to make sure that it's not going to happen again. Because what they're worried about, what the district attorney of whatever county you're in the San Francisco Bay Area, and what the judges definitely are concerned about, is repeat offenders, and they want to know that you're not going to go out and hurt or kill someone while your case is going on or in the future. So there's, a lot of concerns there, which is why the penalties are so much tougher. The other type of alternative sentencing for a multiple offense DUI in different counties in the San Francisco Bay Area would be DUI courts. Some counties have them, some don't. They're for multiple offenders. An example would be in San Mateo County. They have a DUI court for multiple offenders. They've limited it because of very limited budgeting in San Mateo County. And so you basically have to live in the county and have a pretty severe problem and then qualify and jump through a lot of different hoops and check a lot of boxes to be able to get into that. And it is, a way to stay out of jail or do other types of sentencing penalty-wise. But that is something that you want to talk with your lawyer about and get as much background. If it does look like it's a case that's not going to go to a jury trial and the DA is not going to dismiss, typically they're not willing to dismiss DUIs in any county, and even more can be said for second and third and fourth DUIs, that they're all about, public safety. And so that's why if you've got a prior DUI within the last 10 years, there's very little chance that almost anything can be done to get the DA to just dismiss the case, unless you've got like a really good no driving defense, or we can find something, some pretty major critical errors that the DA doesn't think will hold up in a jury trial. So there are, as I'm saying, DUI courts. There's also something that, another county that does have a DUI court. It's pretty intensive is Sonoma County. Other counties, they come and go. You need to, I'm not going to go into all of them right now, but you would need to talk to the attorney who's representing you and make sure that they can find out all that information and share it with you, because that's what an experienced DUI lawyer can do. In Marin County, they've got something which is interesting. It's an adult drug court, and it's something that is now, they've been accepting people with multiple DUI offenses. So there is no DUI, multiple offender DUI court, but the drug court is something typically for lower income people who have multiple offenses they're trying to fill this up to rationalize the government funding that they get for this, because if they don't have enough people in it, then they're going to lose the funding, because when they fill out the forms, they're not going to be able to show a need for it. And, these counties, the judges and the prosecutors and the public defenders that deal, and all of the therapists and social workers and people from, the county and from the jail that are in probation that are dealing with these, whether it's a DUI court or, as I was just talking about, this adult drug court in Marin County, they are people that care. They're some of the best people when it comes to people caring about helping others, helping people deal with their addiction, make their lives better, make society a safer place. I mean, it takes a lot of work. Usually it's extra work beyond what they're supposed to be doing in their job descriptions. And it is really good to see them working to keep these programs going. This is why I'm extremely happy that Marin County has adopted that this last year. And in 2022, I had a client go into this, and it's just been a huge success. It's teamwork. It shows people that have multiple DUIs that society's not just looking to put them in jail or make them do some penalty. They're looking to work with them and help them and do different counseling and help deal with issues that for many have been lifelong and will continue to be. But this way, you learn so many more ways to cope. You get so many more tools to deal with. And there's support people that you can go back to once you're done with the program. It just gives you a lot of resources to help you to make your life better. And that's really important. And that is something that we're lucky to have. And in the past, we haven't had as much of that, but hopefully it's something that we will see more of in the future.